This acorn testicle-shaped spectacle of wonder with veins coming down the side of it. God, the saddest thing is this creature's definitely dead. There's no way his mom had time to be fossilized. Don't use that word, you'll sound like an idiot. What is going on, everybody? Riot here playing Subnautica back in the Lost River biome, pretty much starting this video the exact same frickin' way as the last video a few days ago, kind of just reminiscing of my own survival series while just going over my past mistakes in other videos. It's a beautiful thing, swimming around Subnautica is such a life lesson, you just learn so much. So today, as this baller-ass Resident Evil music kicks up once again, I was just told by a few subscribers in my Discord to go check out the Lost River Precursor base. Apparently some crazy shiz has popped off there. And I figured while I'm swimming over there, I could correct a few mistakes I made in my previous video where I was just kind of like random guessing and then allowing you guys to fill in the blank spots so I didn't say any correct information. Which I'm super duper grateful for, because I actually learned a lot from you guys. Like last time I was scanning the Sea Dragon Leviathan skeleton, trying to determine its cause of death, everything. I thought it was eaten in some shit because the bottom half of its body wasn't there. Of course, in hindsight, it makes perfect sense that its tentacles don't actually have any bones in it, so that wouldn't remain anyway. That would dissolve or erode or be eaten by little parasites. I don't know what the shit's going on there, but basically I was completely wrong when I said something killed the sea dragon. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I was way too in my crime scene investigator TV series. I was like running DNA tests to the lab and shit. I had a rape kit going. I was trying to figure out every possible cause of death to this creature, but you guys answered it so beautifully. The head trauma listed as probable cause of death for this creature was apparently because there was a sea dragon egg inside the Precursor Lost River base. They were just testing on every creature, every living organism possible to see how the disease affected it and possible cures, that sort of thing. I believe, according to, I'm just going off like 3 comments right now, but everyone seemed to agree with them. I mean, the part where this broke into the base to get its egg, that's like standard fact. I'm not talking about that, just like why the egg was in there, because they had to just been testing on it, right? They had to see which creatures they could like make invulnerable to the disease or whatever the hell was going on in there. Basically, I was just so incorrect when I said something ate this thing, because there wasn't a bottom half of the skeleton, but there wouldn't be bones in the tentacles. That didn't make any sense. So thank you guys so much for correcting me on a few things like that in the last video. But then it just became sad as shit. Everyone's comments explaining what happened. They're like, yeah, there was a sea dragon baby, or a sea dragon egg in the base. So the mama sea dragon started bashing the base in. That's where it got all its like ridiculous head trauma. Just desperately trying to get to its baby inside there. But of course, once it managed to get inside or whatever, it did damage in there. But it was never able to locate its egg. And then eventually, after taking too much damage from desperately trying to get in there to save its baby, it just kind of strolled off and died a little bit away from the base. Which is sad as shit. I hate these precursors. I mean, I understand, like, the need to do that. They gotta test species, they gotta see what, like, they gotta avoid this disease spreading and just kind of killing off the entire planets. But at the same time, goddamn, you killed a mother just because they're trying to desperately get to the kid you took from her. That's horrific right there. That's like those videos that come out of factory farms where they just torture animals just horribly. That's pretty much what we were doing to sea dragons, or what the precursors were doing. Either way, I hope to God that sea dragon killed a few of them before, like, dying, because, like, hopefully they did, because I assume this base was once populated with, like, precursors just experimenting on, there it is! That's what I heard about. Oh my God, is that the egg? That's the egg they were trying to get to? Look at this is like some crazy shit. Just collecting just samples of every creature they possibly can. This is so freaking cool. I'm pretty sure this is just something's testicle, but if it's not, then it actually is the sea dragon egg, which is amazing. It's so sad. The sea dragon was so close to getting its baby back. That's so fucked up, man. I just cannot. I was with the storyline till this part, till like the mom killed herself trying to desperately get to her baby. What is this? Which skeletons are these from? I take it I can't scan them. Yep, never can. Can't scan the egg either, can I? Nope, can't scan much in here for the most part. So cool watching these creatures tied up like this, though. They really were examining like everything possible. You think? Is there just a giant laboratory somewhere with just like straight up dissected rhinos and elephants, like the insides of creatures spread across walls along the building? I feel like that's a thing. I feel like every species does that. This egg is nuts, though. See, they've pretty much taken out a lot of eggs. Like, I remember like 9-10 months ago, you could spawn in like 30 kinds of eggs, and now there's like maybe a handful. There's one for just about most of the creatures that are in the world. But before, there was so damn many. There were so many eggs like that way before they ever had any intention of anything hatching out of them. I don't know if they'll ever breed or anything. But this egg was never an option. You can never see this egg. And actually, the Emperor Leviathan eggs, I remember a long time ago thinking they were like bone shark eggs. I don't know. According to some photo from some dev page, like this, one of the eggs that were previously assigned to some other creature apparently are now the Emperor Leviathan eggs. But this bitch is the unknown. This acorn testicle-shaped spectacle of wonder with veins coming down the side of it. God, the saddest thing is this creature's definitely dead. There's no way his mom had time to be fossilized. Don't use that word, you'll sound like an idiot. There's no way his mom had time to be fossilized. Wow. Is she fossilized or is she just eroded? I don't think she's actually fossilized. Either way, this sucker's dead, man. This place is abandoned. See, this is fucked up. This is why you should never take. This is why we should just give the egg back to the creature. Because now, nothing good is gonna come from this. Now we have a dead egg, a dead mom, and a dead base, and we're nowhere. And you know what? I have no sympathy for anyone who was horrifically slaughtered in the process. Wasn't this way more lit up a second ago? What the hell's going on over here? I would also like to point out that it kind of sounds like aliens are having sex outside the room right now. And it's freaking me out a little bit, but I understand that's like the ghost rays. Look at this little, oh my god, it's so trippy. This is like the first new egg I've seen in Subnautica in almost a year right here. This is a big moment in my life. This is a big moment in this egg's life. This is so shitty. The mom was so close. It looks like the damages to this room are actually, no, look, she broke the glass. If you would have just aimed slightly over, broken that glass, you could have gotten your baby. That's so sad. Look at all the bones and teeth. Okay, see, these bones I recognize. These are all outside the Precursor base. This right here was like, it looks just like the tooth in the last episode. I was trying to figure out which creature it came to, because only so many creatures in this world have teeth that big. Of course, I have no freaking idea what it was. A few people said that this was a biter Leviathan, but then a few Subnautica YouTubers swooped in and said that these aren't, like, this was all in the comments on my last video, that this is not a Leviathan at all, because we're trying to figure out what this big scarab turd-shaped turd. I can't say words today. Either way, man, I feel like Precursors had some shit coming their way. I mean, no more than any shit humans have coming our way. I feel like nature will eventually turn back on you. We don't have any giant beasts that are capable of this sort of thing, though. If we did, we would hunt them down to extinction, like we did. Dude, that egg, though, I never want to leave its side. I understand you guys probably want to look around more in this base, but I just want to stand by that egg for like the next 15 minutes. That thing is beautiful. Alright, what's going on? Oh my god, look at this! Oh shit! Oh my god! Look at this! You guys remember a few episodes ago where this is all we had, the constructed warper, the almost completed warper? Look at this, what is this, a head? This is a warper face that's being built right here. This is insanity. Its arm, is this just like a... It is. Did the pieces just come down here, line up, and then get attached onto here as it stands, like as it's finalized? What is this? The ventricle system? This is amazing. Oh my god, I feel like this is almost cooler than finding the egg. Cause this building. Look at this. What is this? What the shit are these? Dude, so this, okay, correct me if I'm wrong again, because I'm not going to make any final judgment calls in this video. It really is the best way to avoid getting a bunch of dislikes, because when you act like you know everything, you really only know about 1/10, because information's constantly changing, or you just haven't done your research properly. Can you guys let me know what the hell? So are they actually just, because can't speak, basing off the fact that we're in a research facility, and there's like multiple research facilities, like, where they just have so many fossils and just organs and different bits of animals. Like, were they straight up taking creatures? And I feel like I should know this by now, but every time these bases update like crazy, it just pops like 20 more questions into my head. So this is a big damn update. Now we have the egg, we have creatures being stored in the walls, and we have like the warper construction facility almost like up and complete. This is nuts. These things, like, terrifying. I've never seen lava larvae just so spread out and open in front of me. It's kind of terrifying. Okay, so answer me this one, guys, because you guys have been so great with answering questions in the comments. What is the purpose in creating these warpers? Like, are they just trying to create a creature that's completely invulnerable to the disease? Or is this supposed to be some kind of sentry, some sort of security guard beast? I'm not sure what is the purpose, and unless these are supposed to be the first creatures that are completely invulnerable to the disease. I have yet to see a warper infected, actually, now that I think about it. That's weird. But the thing is, can they even get infected? Are they even living creatures? They're clearly constructed from the base up. This is like some Jarvis shit right here. Gnarly. They have every little bit of these guys put together. These guys, you know, these mad scientists in these Precursor bases had a lot more shit coming their way than I think they realized. Like, you can't just You can't just be doing this mad scientist shit around here. Someone eventually is gonna get pissed and come destroy your base. Is this just another head? There's so much warper heads all over the place. It's creeping me out. Is this where the arms are constructed? This would be where the ventricle system is constructed. This would be like the frickin' just factory line that draws them into the final creation. And then how the hell do you get them out of here once they're created? Do they just warp out? There's gotta be some sort of finalized room around here, somewhere where they push the creatures in to be activated, where their computers turned on. Unless warpers are just downright peaceful towards precursors, that could easily be a thing. I mean, it's not like we've seen any. Jesus Christ, these updates are spitting out like literally like 2 a week, and every time they do, so much changes. They add such tiny shit, and it's such a storyline upper. Crazy the size differences in these two. Like this is a oh my god, a reefback egg. How could I forget that? I just spawned it in here like 5 seconds ago. So that's a reefback egg. The size, look at this. This little shit is tiny compared to this. This egg is, Jesus Christ, it's huge. I'm gonna get a shot of me standing next to it. Look at that. That is like a person-sized egg right there. You could not walk out of there with that thing. I feel like these are not meant to be seen by our eyes. Look at it though, man. That egg is freaking mungus. This is such an exciting time in my life right now. Like this is eggs have always intrigued me in this game more than anything else. It's like the thought of like creatures being hatched. You find these random eggs throughout nature and you get to put them in your aquarium. It's always bothered me that they're not more loyal. At least last time I had a survival series, the second you take them out of their aquarium and place them down, they start attacking you and shit. So they're not the most loyal creatures. Dude, it used to be 1,000 times easier to keep up with these updates when the entity gallery was around. They got rid of the entity gallery and then everything, because they used to have the sandworm. You guys remember the sandworm from like a year ago? That giant ass worm that would shoot out of the ground and like just devour you, that was never fully implemented? That thing would have been amazing. See, this is interesting. How did I not notice this before? This creature is armored out the shizzle. Like, this thing is not taking any smack from anybody. Look at this. It's got a well-armored ribcage and then a thick armor shell outside the ribcage. This just looks like a xenomorph busted out of his chest. Oh my god, we need some sort of xenomorphic species on this planet. Something that just impregnates people or creatures and then bursts out of their stomach and or mouth. I don't even think it'd be seen as like shiesty copying, because there's a few creatures throughout time that do that. I mean, just in different movies and like games and that sort of thing. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior wall impacted with massive force. Lifeform containment unit 7. Leviathan eggs breached. Sea Dragon Leviathan, right? General structure integrity compromised. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed, 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated at the following sites. Ground-to-air quarantine enforcement platform, power plant, primary containment facility. Jesus Christ, sometimes I just like reading really fast that I forget I didn't actually take in everything I've read. But we've read that before. That's actually not new. That's old school right there. I wonder if anything else changed around here. So crazy. This precursor base is by far my favorite, because it's like where they were full on. I can't say that though, because there's no way the inactive lava biome base isn't gonna be my favorite, because that's where the shit's gonna be popping off. You guys are probably confused what I mean by favorite. I just mean like the most exciting, the one where the shit's really popping off, like the one that holds. I suppose they're all very necessary there. They all hold their own secrets. Man, so much epic stuff on the way. It's hard to fathom. Are there even more more of these things now? I feel like there are. Dude, I've seen your babies, alright? I could take you to your egg. I feel like there should be other eggs around here then. See, I've yet to see a warper with the disease. That's the only thing. But then, like, what's the point in creating your own creatures without disease? Like, then you're just, like, have a planet full of robots. Once the Sea Emperor prison, like the Sea Emperor prison is gonna be amazing, but I remember seeing visuals for the Sea Emperor incubator a long ass time ago, and that's what's gonna be amazing. It's just like 6 or 7, I think it's like 6 or 7, right? Or it could be 8, just like those little things all holding the eggs. It straight up looks like some xenomorph shit. Like those weird little podiums they'd leave facehugger eggs on before, like, they just, you know, the facehuggers hop out and get facehugging. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up here before I drag it on and just kind of go through the same redundant stuff as usual. I just wanted to check out why you guys were saying to go check out the Lost River biome, or the Lost River base, and it's amazing, dude. That's so freaking cool. I can't believe that's in here. That means their Subnautica devs are moving at a good speed. I don't know why I was saying we. It's like I was almost taking credit for their creation. I wonder how well you can see the Aurora explosion from down here. Like, that shit straight up affects the entire planet, doesn't it? Yup, look at that. I wonder if they're ever gonna change that, actually. Actually, an Aurora-sized explosion would definitely affect, like, miles around the thing. There's no way it wouldn't. It's just crazy that you still get affected down here, down by like the molten core center of the or not molten core center, but just, you know, a couple 1,000 meters down. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, go do a little bit of research to see how much in this video I just said is incorrect. Probably should have done that prior, but I was just too excited. Sometimes it's just really fun seeing things for the first time with you guys, because, you know, you just like Subnautica nerdgasm all over the place. So, yeah, if you had a good time watching, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe for more, and I shall see you next time. Peace!